You recording?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
You're rolling? Okay, here we go. I want to show you how to work a Bunsen burner. And a few things you should know, first of all, is anytime you're working a Bunsen burner, we should have the goggles on sign on, which means I got to wear my goggles. I only have a few pink goggles, so if you're really into them, you're going to have to arm wrestle over it or something. The gas in the room has a shutoff switch, which is located right beneath this gas jet, and it's a red button, and you simply press it, and it will turn off the gas to this entire room. There's a key, right, that turns it on, and you can actually hear it click on. There's like a little valve in this wall, it makes a clicking noise. You hear the click?
Yeah.
I don't know if the microphone picked it up, but there was a click. And then to turn it off, you can hear even a smaller click. Listen.
Oh,
It was really faint. Yeah, okay. So the gas is now on in the room. Got the goggles on sign, got the goggles. And so the first step is to hook it up. I'd like you to check to make sure this hose is on the Bunsen burner nice and tight. Just give it a little tug. And then do the same thing, putting it on the gas jet. Okay, make sure it's on securely. Sometimes students put it on and it looks like this, and it doesn't want to stay upright. It's just a matter of turning the whole apparatus, okay? It'll work. All right, next, tighten up, all right? So we hooked it up, now we tighten up. When I say tighten up, you want to look at that knob and you want to turn it clockwise, or right to tight. And if it's tight, good, and then do the same thing with the barrel. This is called the barrel. Turn it so it's tight. So we've hooked it up, we tighten up, and now we open it up. So I turn it one revolution open on the valve, one revolution open on the barrel. And now we've hooked it up, we tighten up, we open up, we simply light it up. This is a striker, and it has a piece of flint on the edge of this arm, the spring, and it strikes against this piece of steel. It's really rough. Then it makes some sparks. Okay, so I'm right-handed. So what I do is with my left hand, I turn the gas on. Now, when I turn on this gas, notice there's only one on position, but there's two off positions. All right, so this is off. This is on. Can you guys hear the gas coming out? I don't know if the mic can pick it up, but there's gas coming out. This is off. So it's kind of confusing the students at first because they think, well, if this is off, then all the way around that must be on. But there's two offs and one on. It's actually something that's very consistent among plumbing all over the world. When you've got a handle like this, when the handle is in the same direction or parallel to the pipe, or in this case the gas jet, it's on. When it's perpendicular, then it's off. So there's off and there's on. So you turn it on, and then you start to kind of put it at an angle. And I always make the angle so that the arm is at the bottom part, okay, not like this, although it probably would still work. You got to be patient. Sometimes it takes a little while. Sometimes it takes two hands. I'm putting pressure on that piece of flint now. Okay, so right about now, you might start to get kind of frustrated. People are actually laughing at me, but I designed it all to go like this. So here's what you do. Turn off the gas. Wait a little while. Check to make sure you still have sparks. Am I getting sparks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still getting sparks. Okay, now let's try it again. I don't know why it didn't work. It seems to be, everything seems to be on the up and up.
Oh, cool.
There we go. Okay, so that took a little while, and you just got to be patient, okay? I find that if it doesn't work with one hand, two, and put some pressure on it to get bigger sparks. Okay, so let's review. We hooked it up, we tightened up, we opened up, we lighted up, and then we got to make the flame do two things. It has to first be thumb size. don't measure it too closely, you'll burn yourself. You just kind of say to yourself, hey, I want it to be the same size as my thumb. Now, if I turn this the wrong way, I'm turning the knob, the valve down here, look what happens. Apparently nothing happens, right? It's not. And remember, I started it and tightened it up. One revolution, it should be all the way closed. So if it's not getting any smaller, you're going the wrong way. And by the way, the confusing thing is, when you're looking at the bottom of the Bunsen burner, it's clockwise. But when you've got it right side up, it's counterclockwise. Okay, so thumb size, I would say that's about thumb size, okay? Now and that was the bottom valve to make that. Now we need to get the flame the correct color. You see right now, it's yellow, and that's an inefficient flame. And if you keep heating up beakers with this, you'll get these carbon deposits, like charcoal on the outside of the beaker, which is hard to clean off. So you turn the barrel. Now watch, if I turn it the wrong way, it stops. It's still yellow. Let's go the other way. Now when I turn it, what I'm basically doing is I'm letting air in through the bottom, and it's making it burn blue. So you want a blue flame that's thumb size. Now keep rolling. I'm going to turn the lights off. Hopefully you can see that flame better.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So this is what your Bunsen burner ought to look like when you're done setting it up. To review, we hooked it up, tightened up, we opened up, and then we light it up and we make it thumb size blue. Two things I want to caution you about. First, if you, I'm going to turn the gas off. If you open up the vent too much, you unscrew this too much, you'll actually see a gap through there. And that's not good. That'll allow gas to shoot out this way. And you'll have a flame up here, it'll all look normal, but you'll have a small flame coming out the side. And that makes this really, really hot. And then you go to adjust it and you get burned. We don't want that. So that's why we always start by tightening it up. Tighten up, right? And then the other thing I've seen happen, and it's equally kind of dangerous and annoying, and that is where this particular connection is not on very tight, and gas shoots out here a little bit, and you get a little flame coming out right here, and it starts to melt this, and it starts to heat up your Bunsen burner in a way you don't anticipate, and again, you get burned. So that's why you always make sure your connections are tight. So you hook it up and give a little tug, okay? Any questions?
No.
Thank you.